What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are back. It's been a while, about a week or so. Actually, it has been a week. A little bit longer than a week. Because I was supposed to stream on Monday, and I didn't last Monday. And today is Monday. I was not able to stream last Monday due to the fact that it was my birthday, and I took that day off, and I was going to stream that Tuesday, and I got busy. So, and then work has been busy. I've been working shifts that I like to stream before, but unfortunately it's been really, really hectic. So now that we're able to get down to business, we'll be on top of things from now on. 2K20, I still haven't set that up. I'm currently now looking into what teams I'm going to do. After I stream this, I'm going to put it into my console and download it. I was going to do that last time, and I completely forgot. I've been just, like I said, I've had a lot of stuff going on, so hopefully we can get that taken care of. So we'll hop into 2K more than likely tomorrow. I have stuff, I have to drop my car off tomorrow, so while my car is getting looked at, we are going to make sure that we going to make sure that we can take care of streaming Madden and 2K tomorrow. I'll probably try and do 2K's setup stuff tomorrow. Hold on just 1 second. All right, and we're good. Beautiful. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this episode and start knocking out stuff. Weekly awards. So last week we played the Finns. Derek Logan had 4 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, and a fumble recovery. He had a huge game. Let's negotiate some contracts. 5 players left to negotiate contracts. Craig Brent, Matthew Snell. Eddie Allen's going to get franchise tag more than likely. Neil Webster is probably not going to get signed for too much. Kawan Short and Matt Paradis are 2 aging veterans. Kawan Short's an 86 and Paradis is an 87. Both of them with star development. They're saying 5.91 over 1 year. I'm tempted to see if we can hold on to Kawan Short for 3 years. I mean, that might be possible. He's been playing at that level. He's been playing that well at D-tackle. Matt Paradis, I mean, he's an 87. I mean, honestly, I think a 3-year contract would not be too bad for us for Matt. 30.8 over 3. Let's see if he likes that. Salary needs improvement, so we'll bump his salary up next episode. Kawan Short, 5.91 over, let's try 3. Because that's just a lot of money. So we want to try, and that's 9.1. Let's try and make it 3. 27.3. Beautiful. And Kawan Short is back for 3 years. So we'll have him till he's 35. Hopefully we don't keep him till he's 35. That's the whole goal. But look at all the rest of these players. Oh, and my DualShock 4 battery's low. Geesh. Un momento. One more time. Okay, I think I fixed it. I hope we're good. Shaquem Griffin is going to need to be extended, of course. We're going to go over 4 years. I mean, look at the amount of money we're going to be spending. Graham Gano, Ian Thomas, Trey Boston, Pilardi, James Daniels, DJ Moore. DJ Moore's going to be a big one. That's a 6-year contract I'm going to throw at him. Yeah, we're going to be spending a lot of money. Not too much money going to be left for free agency, so hopefully we can take care of all this. Getting rid of Cam Newton when he gets back, though, is going to really free up a lot of our cap space. I am not going to lie. Moving on into scouting. Beautiful. There we go. Positions of need. Center is definitely a position of need. Bradley is a pass, and William Malone is going to be a pass. Let's take a look at guards, because I can move guards to center because they're agile. He's a 3rd rounder. Great. Bradley McCoy, Matthew Marsh, and Mike Boston. None of them are ones I want. Cortland Francois, and I don't have enough scouting points to get him. I have 5 points. Do I have somebody that I've only scouted like 1 or 2? I don't think so. I gotta look. I got Cortland Francois, who I've only done 1. This should not be a long list, though, I guess. We're going to be stuck with 5 points. Okay. And I hope you guys know we've been passing it a lot this season. Not as much as we did in Season 1. But we've been running it also just as much. Any upgraded players? Yes. We do get to upgrade Ian Thomas. Welcome back, Ian. He is absolutely killing it, like always, of course. He's not quite green on everything. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade his blocking real quick. Help him become better in that aspect, just so, because that's helping us. +2 lead block, +2 run block, and +2 run block power. So that's really going to help us, especially with him being our starter. It's been a minute. Like I said, I've been a little distracted by work trying to keep up to date with that. So Will Greer and Eddie Allen are starting quarterbacks. Scarlett, Love, and Holyfield with Bass in the backfield. Sam Tatum is our fullback. Wide receivers DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, and then Curtis Samuel in the slot. Trent Taylor, Riley Ridley, and Robert Foster. Tight end Ian Thomas, Sprinkle, and Stout. Left tackle Taylor Moton, Greg Little. Quentin Nelson at left guard, Dennis Daly. Matt Paradis at center, Neil Webster at center. James Daniels. Excuse the yawn. Darrell Williams at right tackle, Vernon Butler and Chase Winovich are at left end, and I'm completely okay with that, so we don't need left ends. Right end is Shaq Young and Kerry Jackson. Kawan Short, Malik Collins, and Christian Wilkins are my D tackles. I will get rid of Kawan Short soon. It's just making sure that Malik Collins and Christian Wilkins are ready for that. Left outside linebacker is, of course, Brian Burns. Welcome back. Billingsley did a pretty good job in your absence. And then we got Kuechly, Foster, and Carter. And then Shaquem Griffin, Christian Miller, and Patrick Barrett at right outside linebacker. Of course, Shaquem Griffin is the number 1. Dante Jackson, Byron Murphy, Greedy Williams, Levi Wallace, and Frank Ransom are my corners. Free safety is Trey Boston with Elijah Marshall, and Derek Logan at starting strong safety with Elijah Marshall backing him up. We're gonna need a strong safety as well. So without further ado, let's hop right on into this. We're going to Tampa Bay to play against KJ Wright, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. where they're going to be playing against Luke Kuechly, Jordan Scarlett, and Dante Jackson. Let's do this. I'm excited. And again, I just have to find time to do all this editing stuff. I have to try and edit videos if I can. I don't know when I will. Maybe I'll try and edit them for 2K. That'd be a lot. So we'll see what I can do. But without further ado, I mean, unless you guys like it like this, but EA Sports brings Madden NFL 20 to the table. Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, division rivalry. We've beaten the Bucs every year we've played them in the past 3 seasons. Or in the past 2 seasons. Season 3, we're going to make it a three-peat to beat them twice in the season. Right now we're undefeated, led by Will Grier. Carolina Panthers are a force to be reckoned with. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made some... They're pretty good. They're not bad, I'm not going to lie. But I don't think they're quite to the level that the Panthers are at. There's famous Jameis Winston. Here's a look at the Panthers sideline. DJ Moore, who's still yet to get his contract re-signed, still in talks. Last week, DJ Moore had 8 receptions, 145 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He went off last week. DJ Moore was the primary target. There's Bruce Arians, former Arizona Cardinals head coach, and now head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Carolina Panthers are going to be back to return with Elijah Marshall. Takes it back from the 5. He brings it out just shy to the 30. And a solid return. Out is going to come Will Grier, leading this offense in the absence of Cam Newton. He's thrown 9 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. A very good touchdown-interception ratio. And we'll see if Will Grier can continue that dominance. Will Grier coming out in the gun to start this game here at the 30-yard line with Bryce Love in the backfield. And it's a delayed handoff and a complete stuff by that defense. And that is K.J. Wright coming out from that linebacker spot. The former Seattle Seahawk just completely came through and wrecks him. Unblocked, untouched, came through and put him down. Gerald McCoy is back. Is that Gerald McCoy? I want to know. I think that's Gerald McCoy. If that's Gerald McCoy back on the Bucs, I'm going to laugh. That is Gerald McCoy back on the Bucs. So Gerald McCoy goes full circle, goes to the Panthers after getting released from the Bucs, plays for the Panthers, wins the Super Bowl, goes back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Will Grier in the gun, drops back. He fires this one over the middle. This one's to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf down to the 47-yard line on a 19-yard reception from Will Grier. And a beautiful pass to start this game for Will Grier, the West Virginia prospect. He's done a very, very good job. Let's get the ground game going here on 1st and 10 after that beautiful pass. Jordan Scarlett, our leading superstar rusher, is going to get us going, and he's going to break tackles. He's going to break it to the outside, and Jordan Scarlett off to the races. 10-5 touchdown. You can't stop him. He's just that good. 53 yards. And Jordan Scarlett gets us on the board first against a Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense that just looked a little lost out there. They're going to have to do a little bit better than that if they want to stop this team. The Panthers are one of the best teams in the league in terms of just all-around defense, offense, special teams. they're just one of the best. So the Panthers get the ball first and score first. And the Buccaneers, now with Gerald McCoy once again on their team, are going to get an opportunity to try and score. Jameis Winston and Mike Evans are going to be leading this offense. And we'll see if they can do something about it. But before they get on the field, we do have to kick it off. And Mike Pilardi, the left-footed punter, is going to send this away on kickoff. Out comes the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jameis Winston, who's 12-2 interception to touchdown ratio. Just over 1,000 passing yards up to this point in the season. Coming out on defense, the Panthers are going to try and stop the Bucs from scoring. 3 tight ends to the left side for the Bucs. As they motion, I believe that's Jace Sternberger over the right side, and it's a drop back for Winston, and throws an interception right to Luke Kuechly. And Luke Kuechly with an interception to get the defense started. His 3rd pick this year, and Jameis Winston, what was that? Famous Jameis. Well, like the title says, the buck stops here, because they aren't going anywhere so far. He tried to find his favorite target, Mike Evans, and Kuechly just picks it right off. Jordan Scarlett in the backfield as we start with excellent field position starting at the 26-yard line. And Scarlett gets the handoff. He's going to run inside, and he's going to get brought down to the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the Panthers' offense. Moton, Nelson, Paratus, Daniels, and Williams on that beautiful offensive line. DJ Moore, Metcalf, Ian Thomas, Bryce Love, and Jordan Scarlett. 2-time running back of the year, 2-time Pro Bowler. He's been in the league for only a few years, and he's already made history, made impacts in this game. Here's the Bucs defense. Gerald McCoy, Vita Bay, and Zamil Shepard. Shaq Barrett, Devin White, Micah Kaiser, and KJ Wright. Sean Murphy-Bunting, Adrian Phillips, and Justin Evans with Bobby McCain at corner. Will Greer in the gun on 3rd and 6. He's going to drop back. He's looking. He fires up the middle. Almost throws an interception right to KJ Wright. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Out comes Graham Gano for the field goal attempt here. And he's going to put this up from just about 40 yards out. And Graham Gano's field goal is good. Right on the money. And the Panthers go up 10-0. Barely even into this first quarter of play.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jameis Winston's first pass was an interception, just like his first career pass was an interception. So Luke Kuechly already in the zone. We'll see how much that affects the defense. And a handoff to Austin Eckler. And Kuechly lays a big hit to start the game. Here's a look at the Bucs offense. Donovan Smith, Alex Kappa, Chandler Griffin, Jay Howard, Austin Eckler, Ronald Jones the second. 2nd and 8 for Winston at the 27-yard line. Mike Evans. It's a handoff to Eckler. Eckler going to the left side, being chased by Burns. Eckler down the sideline and gets tripped up at the 49-yard line. A beautiful run that time for Austin Eckler. And the Bucs move the chains for a first down. Austin Eckler was a free agent and came over from Los Angeles to Tampa. So pretty similar conditions in terms of sunniness, in terms of weather. Also just more rainy out here in Florida. And a handoff. This is to Ronald Jones, who breaks the tackle and moves it down just past the 50. And the Panthers defense, Vernon Butler, Shaq Young, and Kawan short on that D-line. Brian Burns, Kuechly, Foster, and Griffin are your linebackers. Dante Jackson, Derek Logan, Trey Boston, and Byron Murphy Jr. lead that secondary. A very powerful defense, and a very dominant one at that. 3 tight ends once again. Winston drops back. He looks. He fires, and this one is caught by O.J. Howard, wrapped up there by Kuechly and Burns. That's over 1,000 passing yards already for Jameis Winston. Here's Winston in the gun. Evans, slot left, sorry. He's going deep to Mike Evans, and he will catch it for a touchdown, and the Bucs go on the board. It took a 37-yard pass, but they split the defense. The safeties were playing split zone, covering both halves of the field. And Mike Evans just found that seam, and the connection that Mike Evans and Jameis Winston has is one to be seen. One that rivals the ones of Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. Tom Brady, Julian Edelman. And the extra point is up and good. And the Panthers are now only lead by 3, and a surprisingly quick score from the Bucs. Here is Bradley Pinion to send this one away, and back to return is Elijah Marshall. He hasn't done too many kick returns this season due to the fact that the team is dominated, and a big hit coming from number 48, Bud Dupree. The former Pittsburgh Steeler laying the hit on the kickoff return, and that brings him out to the 27-yard line. This season, Jordan Scarlett has 631 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 97 carries. That is very, very productive for the amount of yards, the amount of carries, the amount of touchdowns. Here's Will Grier to hand off to Scarlett once again. Scarlett trying to find a hole, and no hole for him. It brings up 2nd and 10. Watch the edge there with K.J. Wright, who is in the zone. Here's Will Grier, under center. Dropping back, looking pass. He dumps this one to Cade Stout, the rookie tight end, down the sideline, and he's going to bring it down to the 50-yard line. Cade Stout, the rookie tight end, with a 19-yard rack catch and run. Cade Stout. Honestly, didn't expect him to catch the pass on that one. Here we go, coming out. Will Grier has done a very good job in the absence of Cam Newton and looking to continue that. Going forward, here is Ian Thomas. Nope, firing over the middle. This one's caught by DJ Moore, his favorite target a week ago. 8 receptions, 145 yards and 4 touchdowns, as you can see last week. Now, I don't know how many more of those games he'll have. We'll find out. Here's Will Grier under center. Another handoff, this time to Scarlett, bouncing it outside, cuts inside, and brings it down to the 32 after a gain of 5. 32-yard line as Will Grier again in the gun. He doesn't like going under center if he can help it. Drops back, Grier. He's looking. He lets it loose down to Curtis Samuel, the fastest wide receiver on the field. Then he gets brought down after a first down catch and run. Here's Will Grier going under center once again. And it's a handoff this time to Scarlett. Scarlett bounces left, and he breaks one. Brings it down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 10 brings it down to the 13. 4 yards averaged after contact. Grier going under center this time for a pass. Like I said, he doesn't really like that too much. He likes to be in the gun. And a 3-step drop. It's quick. He fires this one incomplete, intended for DK Metcalf that time. Grier under center. And it's Scarlett getting wrapped up right away by Devin White. Gain of 3. Grier looking pass one more time. He drops back. He looks, he keeps, and he dives for the end zone. Will Grier is just as mobile as Cam Newton, his first career rushing touchdown. My goodness, Will Grier, are you kidding me? He just tucks it, keeps it, and dives for the end zone and gets in. I'm very impressed. Will Grier is so good. I'm very, very impressed. Like I said, Cam Newton getting shipped out is a very, very likely possibility. So Will Grier puts us back in lead by 10. The Bucs, they need to retaliate. And this is only the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes left. My goodness, a lot of scoring already in the first quarter. Here's Winston in the gun with Eckler to his right. He motions Evans over. There's another handoff. This time to Eckler. Eckler, they tried to run that same play they ran before, and it's wrapped up right away. Here we go. 2 tight ends to the left side for Winston, who's under center with Eckler in the backfield. It's a play-action play. He goes deep, and it's broken up by Derek Logan. Here's Winston, 3rd and 10. He needs 10 to convert for a first. Winston going deep. And it's caught by Mike Evans for a first down. Mike Evans is going to be a challenge today, and he is in the zone. Be careful right here. Mike Evans could go off. Winston in the gun once again. Eckler to his right. A handoff, counter play to Eckler, and Eckler with a nice carry, gain of 5. Eckler last week, 14 carries, 66 yards, and no touchdowns. He's struggling on the offensive side of the field. Here's Winston in the gun. It's a drop play for Eckler, and Eckler breaks a tackle, picks up a first. Eckler going down the field, down to the 35. A 16-yard carry by Austin Eckler on the drop play. Very well thought out by Bruce Arians. Tommy Beast is going to have to retaliate on defense as they approach the end zone. Winston in the gun with Jones to his right this time. It's a play action. He looks. He finds his favorite wide receiver. That's Mike Evans for another first down to the 18. His 3rd reception today. Evans still in the zone. Here's Winston under center. He drops back. A 5-step drop. Finds his man and wrapped up by Shaquem Griffin. That's O.J. Howard with the catch. Winston under center. 2 tight ends to the left. 3-step drop. And a quick pass. And that's O.J. Howard to score once again. Jameis Winston, 2 passing touchdowns on 2 consecutive drives. And the Bucs are in the end zone for a 2nd time today against this defense in the first quarter. And the extra point is good, and the Panthers still only lead by 3. Elijah Marshall to return this one from the 10th. He runs it, bringing it back. He brings it out to the 36-yard line. A nice return for Elijah. He is averaging 23 yards per return. Doing his mightiest to help the team on special teams. Here's Will Grier under center, 2 tight ends to the right side. It's a handoff right up the middle to Scarlett. Scarlett plowing his way forward. He won't get brought down. Scarlett down the field. He's off to the races and in the end zone for a 2nd time today. His 50th career rushing touchdown. And my goodness, what a play. Just a quick inside run. They wanted to test the defense, and they completely broke free. Scarlett is so good. He breaks through tackles like crazy. Breaks through 3 tacklers on his way down the field for a 64-yard touchdown run. We're going to watch this one more time because that was insane. 64 yards. Handoff so here's the Scarlet handoff. Here's the cut inside. Here's the tackle from number 36. Devin White trying to bring him down. There's Corey Leggett trying to bring him down. Vita Vea trying to bring him down. He plows through them. Hops over his own man. Who is that? Oh, Matt Paradis. He runs over his own man, Matt Paradis, in an effort to escape the tackles, and he's gone. I want to find a good spot to stop it so that I can screenshot it on my phone later or on my computer, whichever one comes first. Because that's insane. I'm gonna try and do some editing. I'm gonna try and do like a thumbnail for this one. Trying to find something good. A good angle. I think that's... I mean, he's hurdling his own man. I think... right here is a good one. Unless I want to get him in stride here, where I can get the whole team behind him. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple angles I can pause it at. And then maybe might get him in the end zone. I don't know what his celebration was. Let's take a look. I mean, we'll probably get another one later. Alright, on to the extra point, and the Panthers, in one play, lead by 10 once again. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to get tackled right away. Because I saw that outside linebacker to the left side who tried to come in, or the safety tried to come down. So I honestly wasn't expecting to break that, but he did. Jordan Scarlett is a magician.
54, right there, 54 Mike. You can't block me.
2 tight ends to the right side for Winston this time. He dumps it. This time it's caught by O.J. Howard. And O.J. Howard moves the chains.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
How's it going, bud? How you doing? Derek Logan. Headstrong safety. Here's Winston in the gun. Eckler. Play action. Feels the pressure. And it's broken up this time by number 26, Dante Jackson. I'm doing all right. Just streaming like usual.
Mike's 59. Let's go. Kill.
And a handoff. Eckler fumble. Picked up by Kawan Short. And Short brings it back to the 30-yard line. And the woes continue for the Bucs. It's Tampa Bay. Has now turned it over for the second time today, and this time only the start of the third quarter. Will Greer, handoff to Scarlett, who's in the zone. He stays on his feet, and he's brought down for a loss of yardage. I'm a Patriots fan. That's my favorite team. And so now, no longer in the zone is Jordan Scarlett.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Will Greer under center, drops back. He's looking, feels the pressure, fires this one. This one's going to DJ Moore. DJ Moore makes a man miss, gets brought down to the 8-yard line. And a nice catch and run for DJ Moore.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Check 45 to Mike. Come to my work.
Rear under center. 5-step drop this time. Loses this one. And Ian Thomas puts us on the board once again.
Touchdown.
Nice. Broncos are a good team. They've got a lot of history for their team. John Elway is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Graham Gano puts up the extra point. 31-14 is the score for the Panthers. Back to return it is Wilson. Brings it out just shy of the end zone. And he gets brought down just shy of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Here is Winston under center. One tight end, that's O.J. Howard to the left side. Eckler in the backfield. And looks like it's a handoff to Austin Eckler, who's brought down by Luke Kuechly. Winston under center once again, and 2 tight ends to the right side. It's another handoff to Eckler going left. And Eckler with a nice carry that time. Called a gain of 8. 6. A gain of 6. Move it 3rd and 3. 3 tight ends, left side. Winston. And a handoff. And Eckler is stopped at the line by the defense. And that's a 4th and 1. And the first punt return for Elijah Marshall today. Bradley Pinion on to punt this one. And it's way back. Marshall gets brought down before the 10-yard line. Tried to take it out of the end zone and brings it back to the 8-yard line. Here's Greer under center.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
It's a play action. He loses this one. This one's to Metcalf. DK Metcalf with a nice catch and run and stumbles out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Unfortunately, there's no way you can play a punter or a kicker in Madden 20 as a career. They won't let you do that.
Ready? Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go now.
And Bryce Love gets to carry that time and doesn't go anywhere. Still a loss of 2 yards as his total.
Yeah, baby. 18 Gator.
Here is Greer in the gun. Bryce Love out of the backfield. Going to look for some redemption. Everyone's covered, and Greer rolls out. He sends Bryce Love deep. He sends it, and Bryce Love incomplete on the run.
Pass interference. Defense.
That is a PI call on the defense. No, you can't do it. And we will accept that down to the 34-yard line.
First
Good
down.
work. Ready? Go. Let's go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
Motion over Cade Stout. And a handoff, Jordan Scarlett. Scarlett up the middle. Breaks tackles and picks up the first down. Nice job, Jordan.
Let's go, baby. Ready, ready. 50, play.
Greer looking to pass.
Here we go.
Takes a snap, drops back. Dumps this one to Love. Bryce Love makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and erupts right into the hands of Devin White.
That's it, baby. You got one. Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 5. 3.
And a good run there. And that brings it down to the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. You set.
Looking for another Scarlet touchdown this time. A handoff. Scarlett plows his way forward, down to the end zone, and another touchdown for Jordan Scarlett. Jordan Scarlett is absolutely killing the field today. He is running all over it. 8 touchdowns this year, and we're only 4 games in. Or sorry, call it 5. 5 games in. And Mike Pilardi is set to kick us away. Wilson brings it back. And gets brought down just shy of the 30, call it the 28-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Mike's steady. Black, we do that. 54. Come on, boy. Come on.
He loses this one. This one's to number 85. He brings it down the field, and he's going to be brought down to the 38-yard line. And a big play there from Lentz. That is Lentz with a beautiful catch and run. He's fast. So big play there from their tight end. Now Winston's under center. 3 tight ends in the formation, and Austin Eckler is the back in the backfield, getting brought down by Trey Boston and Shaq Young. Shaq Young, we haven't heard too much from. I want to hear more from Shaq Young. He drops back. Winston dumps this one, and it's brought down right away by Levi Wallace. Eckler not going anywhere. 3rd and 14 this time. 15th tackle this season from Wallace. Eckler dump off. This one's to Eckler, brought down by Kuechly. Then they might be in field goal range to kick a field goal. And yes, they will be. And the field goal, no, it's a fake. And it's an immediate sack. They turn it over on downs as they try to go for the fake field goal and not fooled. Immediately bringing down number 4. And that's Greedy Williams. Unfazed.
Down. 90 Wolf. Push him back.
Here's Greer.
Push him back.
Drops back. 5-step drop. Dumps this one. Caught by Ian Thomas, who gets tackled out of bounds after only a gain of 3. And another handoff to Scarlett. He gets it. Bounces upside, and he's down the field. He's gone. Jordan Scarlett down to the end zone. He is untouched. 5,000 career rushing yards for Jordan Scarlett, who is an absolute prodigy. Graham Gano's extra point is up and good, and the Bucks are getting walloped. They are getting absolutely spanked right now. And if they keep it up, we're going to have to sub Jordan Scarlett out. Because Jordan Scarlett might break the game. He's just too much. Bringing it out. And a solid return down to the 30-yard line for Wilson.
Come on, fellas.
25 yards per return for Wilson. I'm very excited for the 2K series. I'm really I'm looking at a few teams right now, but I'm going to let you guys know. The Knicks are one of the teams. Let's see, who else? The Knicks, the Hornets. I'm thinking. Pistons. Pistons are an option. And Mike Evans on the catch. And he is down the field, and he will score for the Bucks. And Mike Evans puts the Buccaneers back on the board, his 5th receiving touchdown this year. And Byron Murphy Jr. is getting absolutely murdered by Mike Evans today. And the extra point is good. I might have to put Dante Jackson over there, because I was really hoping that Byron Murphy could handle it. But it seems like Byron Murphy's getting shredded by Mike Evans. Elijah Marshall to bring back the kickoff. And he is stuffed just shy of the 25, called the 23-yard line. 24 yards per return.
Let's go. 70. Indy. 65. 65.
Oh, and the Bulls. Chicago Bulls are also an option. I think I've done them before, though. Bryce Love. And that's brought down by the face mask a little awkwardly.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's Vernon Hargraves with the face mask penalty, moving us to the 45-yard line.
Bravo.
We're going to send DK deep on that one. We're going to see what we can get. And Ian Thomas unable to hold on to that one.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Greer dropping back. And couldn't hold on to that, but there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be holding on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Holding on the left guard, Quentin Nelson.
Ready, break.
Still 2nd and 20 now.
Wild Bill. Snap.
Greer drops back. He looks. He looses. And it's broken up once again. Man, number 52. All over the field. We're going to try and run read option here, but Will Greer is not the fastest man in the world. He is barely getting away from him.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And a punt. The first punt for today. Mike Pilardi to send this one away. It's a high arcing punt. Calling for a fair catch. And he takes it in at the 30-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's
Bucks
go.
have 89 seconds.
Ready. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Winston.
Go. Go. Let him go.
Drops back. Surveys. Broken up that time, number 39, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
And that is holding on the offense. That's on the right guard, Chandler Griffin.
Ready. 280. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl.
And incomplete, looking outside. Felt the pressure that time.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Winston on 2nd and 20. And it's caught this time by number 81. That is Josh Gordon.
Ready. 280. Mike's by 4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full
Winston
strength.
on 3rd and
You got
16.
You got tight. Right there. Let's go.
It's a handoff to Eckler. He's wrapped up by Dante Jackson. I don't know why they ran it that time. I mean, chewing clock is great, but I mean, they needed points. I don't know why they didn't try and push it down the field. I mean, they do get the ball at the half. Wrapped up right away with no time left. That is number 28, Luke Hargraves. End of the first half. It's just now halftime. Feels like I've played a whole game already. And the Bucks, more passing yards, but Panthers are slowly coming back in the passing yards category. Saints Falcons. Falcons lead by 3 in a very close division rivalry game. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. Here are the Dolphins playing against the Jets. It's a division rivalry game in the AFC East, sorry. 14-3 as the Jets are in control of that one. And the Niners going up against Chicago. Chicago is down by 11 points. San Francisco leads the unbeaten Chicago Bears 21-10. Here's a look at some of the highlight plays from today. So far, look at some of these. Jordan Scarlett has been a man amongst boys today. going up and down the field, running for touchdowns, left, right, and center. Jameis Winston has found Mike Evans, who is his favorite target multiple times already, and I think that the Panthers have the solution to that. So as the Panthers send this one away, this is going to be going all the way down the field, and it'll go hitting the crossbar out of the back of the end zone.
We got this. Ready. Line 25 behind. Line 54. Line 54. I got him.
Winston under center. They motion number 85. That's Lentz. And immediately breaks some tackles, but brought down by the reinforcements. Makes it 2nd and 10, but we have some coaching adjustments. So cornerbacks are going to be by overall.
Ready. Line 22. Check. 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Ready to go.
Finds his man, number 81. Josh Gordon makes that catch. Moves him down close to the first down. A 3rd and 3.
Ready. Line 22. Line 54.
Winston on 3rd and 3 under center. Motions Godwin over. Drops back, and that's a sack for Brian Burns. Is that his first sack this season? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. Wouldn't be surprising. Brian Burns hasn't seen the field too much this year already because of the injury that he sustained, but he's back and better than ever. Elijah Marshall to return this punt. He's bringing it out left side, gets brought down by number 28, Vernon Hargraves, down to the 23-yard line for Marshall.
Ready up. 45. Mike 45.
Here's Greer.
Check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
Hand off. This is to Bryce Love, who brings it out. A nice carry, gain of 5.
Ready, set.
We're looking for that trap play for Scarlett, and Scarlett with a stiff arm brings it down just past the 40. He's got 224 yards and 4 touchdowns today, off of only 13 carries. I had no idea how many yards he's already racked up. Jordan Scarlett. My goodness. He's off to the races. And gets brought down by number 45, Devin White. Makes it a 2nd and 2.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Greer under center again. Another handoff, this time to Scarlett. Makes a man miss, gets brought down to the 36. He has been running the ball like a madman today.
On the set.
Here's Greer under center, who hasn't really passed it all that much. He drops back. He jumps this one. Caught by Thomas and missed a block from Sprinkle. And that would have been more had Thomas gotten that block. Greer has been releasing the ball very quickly. He rolls out. He fires on the move. He finds his man DJ Moore down to the 12-yard line, and a beautiful pass on the run. 3rd reception for DJ today.
Let's go now. 30 base. 45.
Here's Will Greer.
I don't think you got it, son. Let's go.
He drops back. And that's a sack for KJ Wright. 2nd and 21.
Set. 10 logo. 5. 51. Right up.
And Curtis is the intended target. He's going to dump this one. An incomplete intended for Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas just not turned around to find it. Curtis Samuel, far right side. Drops back. He looks. He looses and throws it incomplete. Almost throws a pick. That one was intended for Curtis Samuel. Graham Gano's field goal here this time is up and good as the Panthers lead 48-21. And the kickoff sends it to to Wilson, but no return for Wilson.
Let go. Ready. Blue lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And a dump off to Eckler, and Eckler tackled out of bounds after a nice catch and run.
Ready. Black 25. 59. Mike to 59. Time to go. Night, night.
And a quick pass and a quick tackle there from Derek Logan.
I know you feel that. Ready. Black 25. Right there. 54 Mike. I got one.
A quick RPO and no luck. Mike Evans wrapped up right away by Dante Jackson.
Ready. Black 25. Mike's 5-4. Check pass. Check pass. Let's go.
Caught by Chris Godwin. And Godwin with the speed and brought down by Trey Boston, knocked out of bounds at the 15. .36 rack yards for him there.
56 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let's go.
A quick dump off. This one to Godwin once again, down to the 2. Godwin is really starting to rack this defense. Bucks on the goal line, 2-yard line. Play action, no luck. Brian Burns. 2 sacks today. That's his second sack, I think, on the season.
Ready. Blue lady. 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
And Eckler brought down. 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
Coming again. Ready. Blue lady. 54. Mike's 54. Your track. Your track.
And the handoff, and this time wrapped up by Brian Burns that time. Brings it down to the 6 and a 4th and goal now. And they're going to go for the field goal. It's up and good for 3. Now down by only 24 points. Sending it away is Pinion, back to Marshall. Elijah Marshall tries to break some tackles, brings it out to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Will Greer in the gun this time. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire this one to Trent Taylor. And knocked away and complete. 2nd and 10 now.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Here's Greer. He drops back. And he's sacked. That's Gerald McCoy getting a sack on his old team.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. 50. Plant. Hey, Delta. 3, 2.
He's looking, not finding anybody, and that's another sack. That's Shaq Barrett this time. Back-to-back sacks for this Tampa Bay defense. And Mike Pilardi is going to be brought on to punt once again as he sends this one away. And a high arcing punt. Cutting inside is Wilson, brought down by Christian Miller.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So they take it at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Eckler with a big hit from Kuechly. And he's brought down just shy of the 1st down into 2nd and 1 at the 46. And a quick dump off that time. That's to the tight end. And a nice catch. And they move the chains.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And a big run from Eckler. And Austin Eckler brought down awkwardly by a face mask by Trey Boston.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And that's with 3 seconds left in the third quarter. That'll end the third quarter, and the fourth quarter of play is now upon us. Now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are within scoring range at the 11-yard line. Brought down by Brian Burns in the backfield. Eckler not going anywhere. 2nd and 13. Eckler brought down at the 4-yard line. 3rd and 3. To run, and Ronald Jones brought down after only a gain of a yard. 4th and 2 now. And they're going to have to go for it.
Ready? Black 25. Check 59. Blue down. Check 59. Mike go. Mike to 59.
And that's a 3rd sack. That's a strip sack. It's picked up by Christian Wilkins. And Christian Wilkins will pick it up, and he's going to huff it down the field. And he's going to get brought down by Ronald Jones down to the 24. Christian Wilkins on a scoop and score, and Brian Burns with 3 sacks already in one game. So Jordan Scarlett is the player of the game. I mean, just look at the damage that he's done today. He's really taken the team and put him on his back, and he has toted the rock up and down the field. It's just, he's been crazy. He's done a phenomenal job today.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Double up.
So he motions Taylor over. It's a handoff. It's to Scarlett, and Scarlett picks up a yard. Call it a gain of 4. He has 251 yards today. He hasn't really had too many carries. Another big run. And he trucks through another man and picks up a 1st down. 17 carries, 261 yards.
Ready?
Here is Greer. Gunn drops back. He's looking. He dumps this one as he steps up in the pocket. Trent Taylor breaks a tackle and gets brought down after only a gain of 3. Greer in the gun, drops back. He fires this one outside. That's caught by DK Metcalf for a touchdown. So DK Metcalf scores another touchdown for the Panthers, and the Panthers go up 54. Call it now 55-24. A 31-point lead by the Panthers. Mike Pilardi to send us away, and he's going to boot this one way deep down, just shy of the end zone, and Wilson's going to bring this one out. Wilson brought down at the 26. And out comes Jameis Winston, who's going to come out and try and do something on offense. So Winston is going to be in the gun with Eckler to his right. There's some pressure. It's a dump off, and this one's to Eckler out of the backfield. Here's Winston looking to do something. They're trying to score, but the last time they tried to score, it didn't quite work for him. Brian Burns had something to say about it. Here's Eckler breaking tackles, and a big gain that time, and Eckler goes down with an injury.
Let's go, baby.
That is not a good sign.
Ready. Who ready? Get that quarterback at all costs.
Winston empty set. Dumps. Caught and wrapped up that time by Chris Godwin. 2nd and 3 now. Winston with Jones to his right. O.J. Howard tight end left. Drops back. Loose is outside and incomplete. Broken up that time by Byron Murphy Jr. Winston, draw play to Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones wrapped up that time by Levi Wallace. Winston under pressure, looses and caught but out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and 10. Winston in the gun and caught that time by Lentz, the tight end. 3rd and 2 now. I'm going to say that's Luke Lentz. Winston gun, drops back, caught made by Josh Gordon, who picks up the first down. Yes, he does. And Gordon picks up the first down for the Bucks as they keep the chains moving. I'm watching Ransom, who just got beaten, got saved by Dante Jackson. That's Levi Wallace. Where's Frank Ransom at?
Hey, we got 3 down.
Oh, good pass broken up that time by Dante Jackson.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
Winston, gun, takes a snap, fires, tips, caught, fumbled. Wallace with a scoop. Wallace brings it back to the 31-yard line. What a chain of events. And we're going to watch this play one more time because that was a crazy change of events. So Winston looses it outside. Dante Jackson, it falls off of his hands because Evans breaks it up. It's tipped up, caught by Josh Gordon with the beautiful awareness. Kuechly goes and absolutely flattens him. Levi Wallace scoops up the fumble. My goodness, so we had a catch, a tip, we had a tip, a catch, and a fumble. And the Panthers are now in possession. And Bryce Love getting another carry. Makes his 5th carry, only 8 yards for him today. Not very successful for him. Considering Will Greer isn't the fastest man in the world, this probably won't work. Oh, Will Greer with a juke move. And Will Greer on the scramble. My goodness. Will Greer. He is really trying to build that scrambling role. Here's Greer under center. Handoff to Scarlett, who's been unstoppable today. And a face mask penalty that time by Bobby McCain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
The face mask is on the defense. 55-24 as the Panthers are absolutely dominating this contest. And a draw play, this time Bryce Love, who breaks a tackle and fights his way down to the 6. 3rd and 1. As we will start to chew the clock due to the fact that the game is almost over. No need, and Jordan Scarlett almost scores another one. He is going for 5 touchdowns in a single game. And we're going to give it to him if we can. Halfback off tackle. This is his time. This is his time. Sam Tatum, I need you to give me that good block. And he's wrapped up for a loss of yardage. Devin White on that stop. 30th tackle for Devin this season. The 2-minute warning has approached us. We'll look for a toss to the left for Scarlett.
Hey, box drop.
He gets the block and trucks his way down to the end zone. Jordan Scarlett has 5 touchdowns today. Cam Newton's gone, Will Greer's in his stead, and Jordan Scarlett just doesn't care. Jordan Scarlett's going to tote the rock and carry it. He's going to rumble and stumble and fight his way forward for as many yards as he can possibly get without being stopped. I mean, when you're going up against a team with a defense like the Bucs, and the Bucs, you know, no hate to the Buccaneers, but they don't really have the best defense in the world. Their defense is a little suspect, I'm not going to lie. Oh, there's Frank Ransom. That's man-to-man coverage. Levi Wallace, and a nice catch that time by Josh Gordon. Winston in the gun. Ronald Jones to his left. Gordon to his right. A nice out route by Josh Gordon, who's absolutely wrecking Levi Wallace. Winston rolls to his left. Dumps off this to O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard with a big play. And I will be right back. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. I had to go check something real quick. There's Winston in the gun. 60 seconds left. He doesn't have a whole lot of time. He's just trying to make something happen. They're running out routes all day, and it's killing my team. So we're going to run a different zone coverage here and hopefully cover those out routes. They dump off O.J. Howard, and that's an unnecessary roughness call. That's on number 36, Frank Ransom. But that's okay. They won't score. Winston in the gun. Drops. Looks. Finds the tight end, and the tight end ducks out of bounds after a gain of, call it 7. There's Winston in the gun. 30 seconds. Drops back. He rolls. And incomplete, out of bounds. Here we go. Here's Winston in the gun. Play action. Fires incomplete. Kuechly there to break that one up, and 4th down is now approached us. 4th and 3. And here's a field goal attempt. They don't try and fake it, and they take the three. 62-27 is the score so far, and we will get another kick return. Elijah Marshall is going to get an opportunity to return this one. He brings it out to the 24-yard line.
We got this.
And we are going to come out and we're going to let Jordan Scarlett run the ball. He has 5 touchdowns in a single game. I think that's a record. Scarlett gets stuffed by Devin White and Justin Evans. 6 seconds. 4 and 3, 2, 1. That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. 62-27. An utter domination of Bruce Arians' team. The Bucs got absolutely walloped. Jordan Scarlett has scored 5 times on the ground. Few passing touchdowns in there. We weren't able to catch up in the passing yardage, but the rushing yards. 4 takeaways. My goodness, that was just an incredible performance by the Panthers. And like I said, the buck stops here. Winston, he is not happy. So here we go. We're going to go ahead, upgrade anybody that needs to be upgraded, which is a lot. A lot of the backups. So Cade Stout, we're going to upgrade him. Dennis Daly does get to upgrade. Patrick Barrett, he gets an upgrade. Derek Logan, he gets an upgrade. Oh, and he's not progressing even though he has hidden development. Are none of my players progressing with hidden development? Byron Murphy Jr. I don't know why he has hidden development and why he didn't upgrade. His breakout player, Derek Logan, had a pretty quiet game. We'll see. Let's go in advance. Breakout player. Hold the Bills to less than 150 total yards. Or get Brian Burns 3+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. So he just needs tackles for loss. He does that already. And weekly awards, Brian Burns on defense, Jordan Scarlett on offense. Jordan Scarlett almost 300 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Brian Burns 7 tackles, 3 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. I mean, we'll go look at that game because I completely forgot to do that. But let's take a look at the player stats for the Panthers real quick. So Greer had 124.5 QB rating, 177 yards. He went 14 for 21. Jordan Scarlett had 23 carries, 289 yards, averaged 12.6 per carry with 5 touchdowns. No fumbles, 4 broken tackles. DJ Moore, 3 receptions, no touchdowns, but 62 yards. DK Metcalf, 3 receptions, 1 touchdown. Stout with 1 reception for 23 yards. Ian Thomas had a touchdown. Darrell Williams and Taylor Moton led up a sack. Defense, who had the tackles for loss? Most tackles for loss. Brian Burns had 1 and 3 sacks, which all count for quote-unquote tackles for loss, but they also count as tackles. Kuechly had 12 tackles. Trey Boston had 12 tackles. Kuechly had the only interception. Dante Jackson, of course, the most pass deflections. And Kuechly with the most forced fumbles. Brian Burns had 1 strip sack. So that was the stats for that game. He had a very, very good game. So we're going to hope Brian Burns can get up there again. We have an 89 overall offense. My goodness. I didn't realize how good we were. Anyway, I think that'll do it. We are 5-0 going up against the Bills. We're going to hope Brian Burns can dominate the Bills. We're going to be at home. And we'll see how things go. I appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting the channel. I'm sorry it's not been consistent. I'm trying to get there. Just every time I try to set up a consistency, it gets thrown off by my work. So hopefully it will change soon. Real quick, though, I do want to check the stats because I'm pretty sure that the NFL record for single game rushing touchdowns is 5. And now Jordan Scarlett and Cam Newton both own a spot on that record. One more and someone breaks it. Single game rushing yards. Scarlett broke it in his rookie year with 312, beating Adrian Peterson's. And then he went up and put up 289 yards in a single game again. So that was pretty impressive. Very, very crazy good performance. Pass touchdowns, is he on here? No. 7 pass touchdowns. Passing yards is in the 500s. That's like Tom Brady, Matt Ryan had 523, I think, probably against us would make sense. Matt Schaub, that's crazy. The fact that Matt Schaub in 2012 had 527 passing yards, that's crazy. Defensive interceptions, of course, Dante Jackson leads that category with 6, and no one will break that. Defensive sacks in a game, I don't think we have anybody on this list who's anytime recently. Catches, no. Single season defensive interceptions is Dante Jackson with 15. And then career defensive interceptions is 81 by Paul Krause, Ed Tunnel. I think that Dante Jackson will be up there. I think that he will be on this list of defensive interceptions in a year or in a career. Drew Brees is winning the passing yardage category. Passing touchdowns, Brady leads that one. Rushing yards, I think that we can get Jordan Scarlett up here. If he has 5,000 in 3 years, imagine how many he'll have in 10 years. That's crazy. Rushing touchdowns, I'm fairly certain that he'll have enough because he already has 50 rushing touchdowns over the period of a few years. I think that he'll be up here with Emmitt Smith and LaDainian Tomlinson with 160 plus. Sean Alexander, Marshall Faulk, Adrian Peterson with just over 100. He's going to break that no sweat in the next few years. Receiving yards in a career, I don't think we have anybody that's going to do that. Potentially, but I don't think so. The touchdowns, maybe, but I don't know. Catches, I don't think so. Defensive sacks, however, I think Brian Burns is going to get up here. I think Brian Burns will be pretty close to Bruce Smith's 200. But other than that, sorry, I don't mean to drag on. Real quick, I do get to look at career stats. I want to look at that. Career stats, Cam Newton's up there in passing yards, touchdowns and everything, but I don't think he's going to be anything to worry about. Rushing, Scarlett in only 2 years has 5,125 rushing yards and 53 touchdowns. Receiving, DJ Moore has 2,439 receiving yards in 3 years and 20 touchdowns. Not doing too bad. Blocking, Greg Little. Darrell Williams let up 23 sacks. Quentin Nelson's let up 6. Defensively, Kuechly with 1,600 total tackles. Sacks, Kawan Short has 55.5. Brian Burns has 27.5, only in 2 years. Interceptions, Dante Jackson with 29 in only 3 years. I mean, just imagine how many he'll have by the time he retires. That's crazy. We are third on the list of legacy. John Madden, of course, has 10,000. But we have 2 Super Bowls. Pete Carroll has 2 championships, 1 Super Bowl, and no yearly awards. We're getting up there, and we'll be there within the next few years, I believe. All right. I appreciate you tuning in. Sorry, I didn't mean this to drag on so long. Hopefully, I catch you guys next time. That should be tomorrow, but don't count on it. I don't know. It should be tomorrow, though, unless I do straight 2K tomorrow, which could be a possibility, too. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.